Welcome to another session, students. So next one is what are the different types of programming languages? Discuss their merits and demerits. So merits and demerits of a programming language. In simple, we can understand what are the different types of programming languages, and we can discuss merits and demerits. So language is a source of communication. The computer language can be anything that can be understood to execute a task. Generally, in general, it is a tool of communication. Every country has different languages. Even in India, particularly a diversified country like India, we have multiple languages like Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Punjabi, Oriya, Bengali, etc. So in that way, computer has also different languages. So in order to communicate, computer user also needs a language that should be understood by the computer. For this purpose, different languages are developed for performing different types of work on the computer. Basically, languages are divided into two categories, that is low-level language and high-level language. So low-level languages can be like very simple. Earlier generations has these low-level languages. Low-level computer languages are machine code or close to it. Computer cannot understand instructions given in high level language or in language, like day-to-day usage of the language, our communication between human beings. Particularly, it can only understand the instructions given in a form of machine language, that is language of 0 and 1. 0 and 1. These are the two binary digits that what all the instructions of the computer should be given in either 0 or 1. These are the binary digits. So low level languages are machine language and assembly language. So machine language is it is the lowest and most elementary language, which is the first programming language developed. Machine language is basically only language which computer can understand. In fact, manufacturer designs a computer to obey just one language. It's machine code, which is represented in 0 and 1. 0 stands for the absence of electric pulse, 1 for presence of an electric pulse. In the simple terms, we can understand as switch on and off. Means off means it is a 0, on means 1. When there is an instruction, it is 1. When there is no instruction, there is 0. Okay, so the step-by-step process of the program are designed in such a way that whether what to be executed and what not to be executed. However, when there is an input, we will be using these 0 and 1. And, okay, since a computer is capable of recognizing electric signals, therefore it understands machine languages. Computer is an electronic device, right? So we have the instructions which are dependent on machine language. Advantages of machine language: it makes fast, efficient use of computer. Like we are just directly communicating in the language of the computer. We do not need any compiler or translator. Compiler or translator. It requires no translator. That is what we are discussing directly, and it is directly understood by the computer. Disadvantages include a lot, however, because we have to every time we have to convert each and everything into these 0 and 1. It is like earlier in the earlier generations of the first and second generations of the computer worked on machine language, but today we are working on the high level languages. Let us see what are high level languages in the next few minutes. All operations has to be remembered. All memory addresses to be remembered. It is hard to find errors in a program written in machine language. How can you find errors in 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0? How can you decode it? It is really difficult. That is what the difficulty in machine language. Even for all the basic mathematical operations to be executed, the computer converts into additions and then executes the program. So because of this feature, it is also known as symbolic programming language. This language is also very difficult, need lots of practice. Okay, so and the instructions of the assembly language will also be converted into machine code by language translator executed by the computer. We will be using language translator to be understood by the computer. The next one is assembly language. In the low level language, it is the second one is assembly language. It is easy to understand, use as compared to machine language. It is easy to locate and correct errors. It is modified easily. So once after the machine language is done, assembly language has come. It has become a simpler task when we are upgraded to assembly language. It is also a machine dependent. However, since it's machine dependent, therefore programmer should have the knowledge of the hardware also. So how you are inputting the instructions. So high level languages such as most of the day-to-day life, we can be instructing the computer in our day-to-day communication. Earlier it is 0 or 1 or machine dependent. However, we have the less dependence on the machine. High level computer language gives formats close to English language, and purpose of developing high level language is to enable people to write programs easily. Everybody can program, everybody can work with the computer. That is the main purpose. They are like symbolic languages as compared to the assembly language, that use of English words and mathematical symbols rather than mnemonic codes. Like earlier, we have all these difficulties, but with high level languages, most of the problems being addressed that is faced by the lower level languages, that is machine language and assembly language. Each instruction in high level language is translated into machine language, then shown in the one-to-many translation. So types of high level languages, we have many languages developed for achieving different varieties of tasks. Some are fairly specialized, others are quite general purpose. The categories of algebraic formula type processing. These languages oriented programming, these programs are basic beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code, Fortran formula translation. Next, programming language version 1, algorithm language, APL, a programming language. These are the earliest programming languages in the development of computers. So next high level language processing is business data processing. These languages emphasize their capabilities for maintaining data, processing procedures, and files handling problems. Examples are COBOL, Common Business Oriented Language, RPG means Report Program Generator. These are the business data programming languages. COBOL is business data processing language. So this is also very important to note. Next types of programming languages are string and list programming languages. These are used for string manipulation, including such patterns. String means a continuous instruction, which is like a cyclic instruction, inserting and deleting characters. Examples, list processing, programming logic, that is Prolog, object-oriented programming language, that is OOPS. In OOPS, the computer program is divided into objects such as object is like a simple task, subtask. So the packets of tasks that can be like C++ and Java is one such string and list programming processing language. Visual programming languages. Next type of languages of computer languages, programming languages are visual programming language, Visual Basic, Visual Java, and Visual C. These are designed to building Windows-based applications like animation-based. Earlier, it is disk operating system. Now, it is like the graphic-oriented operating system. Advantages of high-level languages, they can be user-friendly. As machine language, like we have to remember, we have to execute exact instructions. All this has become very friendly when we started using high-level languages. Similar to English without vocabulary of words and symbols, therefore it is easier to learn, require less time to write, easier to maintain, problem-oriented than machine-based. We are dependent on for problem-oriented than bothering about understanding, converting our instructions into machine language. So program written in high-level languages can be translated to many machine language and therefore can run on any computer, like flexibility, generability. We have discussed in the earlier question. It is independent of the machine on which it is used. Programs developed in high-level languages can be run on any computer, like portability. So all these things that helps us as the advantages of high-level language. A high-level language also has demerits. So what are all the demerits? The high-level language has to be translated into machine language by a translator. We need a translator. Like assembly language, machine language doesn't need a translator. It's directly understood by the computer. but however high level language has to be done. Thus the price in computer time is paid. So it is also costly. The object code generated by a translator might be initially compared to the equivalent assembly language program. So low level languages are powerful languages, but however high level languages are flexible languages which are favorable in the day-to-day life of the human being. Types of computer language: as human beings communicate with others in different languages. Similarly, communication with also we have used specific languages for this, that is low level language and high level language. We have examples for the in different categories in this programming languages. So I here end this session. In the next session, we will continue the unit. Thank you so much. Have a great day.